Welcome to a new edition of Washington Informer News WIN TV. I'm your host, Denise Rollard Barnes, and I'm so glad to be here with you today. It's post-Turkey Day or post-Thanksgiving, and I know that we all have full stomachs, at least those of us who are blessed enough to have the kind of meal that we're accustomed to. You know, we had sadly, some empty seats at our table this year. Some of us had empty seats at our tables because of lots of reasons, but because of this COVID. But still, it's a day to be thankful for. And, regardless of the historical perspective of how we got to Thanksgiving and what happened in our country, particularly as it relates to our Native American community, we still enjoy this opportunity to get together with family and just, have a moment of being thankful and grateful. You don't have to buy gifts or any of that other stuff. All you have to do is make sure you have some good food. And I'm prayerful that all of you all had a great holiday. I want to also thank our guest host last week, Linda Way Valakasi. You know, I was away. I kind of tuned in for a second, but Linda Way took over the show last week, and I think she did a wonderful job. And I'm thankful that she's a member of our staff and that she can pitch in for us. She's a great blossoming writer. And so it was just good to have her with you and sitting in for me. And it, I thought was a great opportunity for her. So like I said, no doubt this was a different holiday this season, but I'm grateful that we made it through. And meanwhile, while we're enjoying a nice Thanksgiving meal, again, thinking about the Native Americans throughout the country, and it was a National Day of Mourning, and today is Native American Heritage Day. So we want to give at least some heartfelt thoughts to the Native people of this country, what their struggle is all about, and remember that, this is a big tent under which all of us, so many of us live with different races, creeds, colors, origins, national origins, and beliefs. And we're over here in Southeast DC, near an area called Anacostia, and we know we got the name from Native Americans that lived throughout this community. I think it was the Anacostians, I think that was the name of the tribe. And some are still here in Southern Maryland and other places not far from DC. So we're, again, grateful that we can take time to remember them as well. And it's want to thank you all, too, for looking at some of the photographs that some of our photographers captured, because this was a great spirit of giving day, but week, and continues to be. So many people, due to COVID, have lost jobs, don't have the ability to purchase food, to feed their families. And there are multiple community organizations out here that are doing so much to support those families. So we want to give a shout out to those who've been doing so. And we want you to make sure that you check out, I always like to do this, bam, this week's issue of the Washington Informer. And you can see, we've been doing a different thing with the cover. If you have noticed the paper in the last couple of weeks and you have some comments about how we've sort of changed the front of the newspaper, we'd love to get your feedback because we're always trying to do something new to keep the paper interesting. But we focused this whole issue on organizations that were supporting members of our community. So take a look at it and see the great issue, great content of the paper. But I also want to mention, as you all know, once a month, WI Bridge comes out, and they have some wonderful, wonderful artwork in this edition. It's definitely a collector's item. It's inside this week's issue of the Washington Informer. So if you're out and about, pick it up. You can always visit us online at www.washingtoninformer.com. So please make sure you visit us. And while you're there, a little message is going to pop up to ask you to subscribe to our e-blast, and we certainly hope that you will do that and share it with your friends and family, because we will be sending you lots of news and information and things to do believe it or not, there are things to do still through our weekly or daily e-blast. So we hope that you will subscribe. It certainly does help us because, one of the things that we know is, like my daddy used to say, advertising is the lifeblood of every newspaper. And so the fact that we have people who are following us certainly does make a difference when we're reaching out to advertisers who want to know, well, who's reading you? And we can show them that we have numbers, we have about 10,000 of you all right now, but we certainly could use more. We're grateful for what we have, but we certainly could use more. So every time you sign up, yourself or someone new, it certainly helps our bottom line. I want to thank the whole Washington Informer staff for all that they've done throughout the year, but also, most importantly, to the person that helps to make this show come to you every week, and that's my producer, sidekick here, Chevry Lassiter, who will never be seen on screen, but everybody sees Chevry as we begin to put this program together. So she's done a yeoman's job, fantastic job at making sure we get the program going. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Washington Informer and on Twitter at Washington Informer. And so we're available. We're all over the place, and we certainly want to share and communicate with you. We're going to take just a brief moment and go to our very own Hamil Harris, who's going to give us a little update on the news of the week.
The corona pandemic continues to get worse as restrictions are increased in the middle of the holiday season. In addition to that, President Donald Trump and President-elect Joe Biden are finally working together as the tradition and the transition continues. But meanwhile, locally, district officials find themselves losing Police Chief Peter Newsom to Prince William County. But nevertheless, Thanksgiving took place, and now a season of Thanksgiving is being mirrored with the plight of Native Americans who will celebrate Native American Heritage Day. Because on that first Thanksgiving, it wasn't as rosy as historians predict. And so in the wake of that, today is Native American Heritage Day, mixed with, obviously, Black Friday and shopping, and a weekend of events that goes from Cyber Monday as well as Giving Tuesday. But today in the studios will be local business owners who will talk about how they see this occasion and the opportunity to turn profits as well as to give back to the community. For WIN TV, I'm Hamil Harris.
Thank you, Hamil. And the story that he forgot to mention, and I'm glad that otherwise, if it hadn't turned out like it did, I wouldn't have mentioned it. And that's the fact that the Washington football team beat the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. Could y'all believe it? I didn't even watch the game, so I mean, don't tear me up, but I didn't. And I know so many folks who said they weren't going to watch because they predicted that the Dallas Cowboys would trump the Washington football team, but it seems as though the opposite took place. And can you believe it? I think we're in the running for, where are we, Chevy? We're getting ready to number one in the NFC. Can you believe it? 2020, who can believe it? Took a pandemic to get the Washington football team, one, to change its name, and two, to do something besides just run up and down a football field. They actually are winning games. So congratulations to the Washington football team and all of you fans out there. That's some news that we certainly didn't want to miss. And of course, Hamil mentioned to you the fact that Chief Newsom will be leaving in February to become the new chief for Prince William County. And we will certainly be following the selection process and the reformative measures that may occur with his replacement. And for the first time in 50 years, sadly, the DC Public High School Championship, known as the Turkey Bowl, happens every Thanksgiving Day, did not happen this year. And of course, that's just one of many disappointments 2020 has given us due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And yes, COVID-19 has certainly changed the way we celebrate together on holidays. Dinner around the table turned into Zoom gatherings. I know we had ours around 6:30 or so. And hopefully we all played a role in stopping the virus from crossing our front doors by following the CDC guidelines. On Thanksgiving Day, more than 4,500 people in the DMV have been diagnosed with COVID-19, and 48 have lost their lives to the pandemic. While you're out shopping, volunteering, or just out, please remember to wear your mask, maintain social distance, and wash your hands, or use hand sanitizer as often as possible. You know, when I told you all, I just happened to be bold enough to catch a Southwest Airlines flight with a couple of friends to Jamaica last week. And it was unbelievable how many times we were tested with that forehead thermometer thing, and having to we couldn't go anywhere without folks saying sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. And how interesting, coming back into the country, there was no place to sanitize at BWI Airport, or coming off the plane, or any of that. It's just a different kind of situation. You see what other people are doing in other countries and how they're kind of keeping the numbers down while ours are climbing. So it's up to us. While there's no national policy, it's up to us to maintain our own practices to keep ourselves and our families safe. So more holidays are coming, and because of that, we want everybody to be safe. Things may not be the way we want them to be now, but we are grateful to still be here. And how many stories did your family tell of the people they know that caught the virus? Let's watch this short video from the Black Coalition Against COVID. Some very important information. We'll be right back.
Dear Black America, we love you. We affirm that Black lives matter. And as Black health professionals, we have a higher calling to stand for racial justice and to fight for health equity. In the spirit of unconditional love for every single Black American, we have locked arms in an initiative to place the health and safety of our community at the heart of the national conversation about COVID-19. Respect for our Black bodies and our Black lives must be a core value for those who are working to find the vaccine for this virus that has already taken so many of our loved ones. Our colleagues across healthcare know that we are urging our community to take safe and effective vaccines once available. However, for this to be successful, they must do more to earn your trust now and in the future. We are on the front lines in care delivery and in key decision-making roles, from the lab to the clinic to the virtual boardroom. We urge you to hold us accountable. Please wear your masks, continue social distancing, hand washing, and avoiding indoor events until vaccines are widely available. With the holidays around the corner, we want nothing more than to break bread with our loved ones. But tradition cannot stand in the way of our health. We also ask you to join us in participating in clinical trials and taking a vaccine once it's proven safe and effective. We know that our collective role in helping to create a vaccine that works for Black people and that we trust has an impact on our very survival. Please visit blackcoalitionagainstcovid.org/love letter to learn more about the work we are doing to keep our beloved community safe. We will keep you in our hearts while we work to create a world that is healthier and more just than the one we know today. Love, America's Black doctors and nurses.
We want to thank the Black Coalition Against COVID for sharing this love letter with us, and this love letter to Black America with us, so that we can share it with you. And we hope that you will go to the website. You know, there's a lot of conversation. We even had it at our table about, when this vaccine comes, will you take it? And the more information we have about it, the more we know, the more we will feel safe about what this vaccine will do, or is promised to do. It's good to know that there are Black doctors and Black nurses, and we want to thank Dr. Reed Tuckson with the Black Coalition Against COVID for leading this effort to making sure that we are at the table, and that they are communicating with us, so that we know, feel safe about what our alternatives are. So we'll be hearing more from the Black Coalition Against COVID here on WIN TV, and so we're again grateful for that. But today is Black Friday, and no matter what TV show you're watching, what radio show you're listening to, who you're talking to on the street, normally folks would have been knocking the doors down to some of these places to try to get those great holiday sales. Well, we want you all, and remember, tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. We want you all to knock down the doors of our Black-owned businesses, because if we say Black Lives Matter, this is the time we need to really be knocking down those doors. And we know that Black businesses are the ones that hire Black people who can make money to take care of Black families and Black children. And so if the more we're supported, the better it is for our community. So we got a great lineup of business owners who are doing some fantastic things, who have some great ideas for us for the holidays. And I just want to start actually with Anika Hobbs, who's with us. Anika is a business owner right here in Anacostia. She's the owner of Nubian Hueman. We're also going to have Juanita Busy Bee, of the annual Black Gift Show. Sadly, everybody used to look forward to Black Friday to rush down to Shiloh Baptist Church. Well, COVID has put a stop to that, but it has not put a stop to Juanita Busy Bee Britton. And we also have Ross Johnson of Tribe, a new beverage that's sort of socially conscious. And we're going to talk about this beverage that Ross Johnson and Tribe have launched. And of course, Louis Everard, of a staple in our community. His business, Everard's Clothing, in Georgetown, is still going strong after many years. And so it's just good to have this lineup of folks. And did I mention the paper people? Oh yeah, we got the Black Paper Company. Talking about, now I love to wrap gifts. I've told our guests how much I love to. I don't like to shop, but I love to wrap. And if all fails and I can't pay a bill, I might set up a gift wrap shop here, Chevry, and ask people to come bring their presents, and I'll get some of this paper and wrap up folks' gifts. But the Black Paper Party, the owners and founders of that are here with us, and so we can have some conscious paper that we wrap our gifts with. So we're going to start, as I said, with Anika Hobbs, owner of Nubian Hueman, but we're going to take a little peek at what they're doing down there in Anacostia. The doors are open?
They are open.
Great. So good to see you, Anika. I am so excited that, you're surviving this pandemic, moving on, doing some other stuff. You've been in Anacostia at the Anacostia Arts Center now for 7 years.
Yes.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about your journey.
Well, I have a degree in environmental design. I graduated from Syracuse University. And so my degree specifically is in environmental design. And when I got out of college, I tell everybody, my mother was like, you need to get a job quickly. So I started working with H&M when they were very new to the US. So pretty much now, and they probably have close to 400 stores, maybe less because of COVID. But when I started, they had about 5 stores. So I think it was like in the 3rd store in the US. And so I grew with the company as a sales associate. I did visual merchandising, and I left as a district manager in 2012. So I had Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland, upstate New York, and New England stores when I left. So, yeah. And then 2013, I said, you know what, I think I can do it on my own. And I opened inside the Anacostia Art Center in D.C.
What was your vision for Nubian Hueman? Because the items that you sell there are very unique. You can't find them in a lot of places or many places at all. And so tell me about your selection process.
Yeah, so my thing was this: when I was working in retail, I didn't feel connected to the clothing, and I always wondered, where did it come from? Who made this? And so for me, just having worked with them and opening stores all over the world, I opened their first store in China, stores in Canada, and then in my own travel to the African continent, the Middle East, all over the world, Asia. I wanted to know more about the art, and especially when it came to the African diaspora. And so I was just always curious, like, what if I had a space with brands that solely looked like me? So Black and brown brands from all over the world. And in 2012, as soon as I left, I just started reaching out to different brands from Kenya to London, DC. And luckily they trusted me and my not so many skills at the time to get started.
It's so easy for people to run into, the traditional clothing stores, even from the high end to the, to the discount stores to purchase things.
Mm-hmm.
But, one, your items are unique. Two, you're uniquely situated because you're in Anacostia,
Right.
Ward 8, a place where, where I live and work, but, not necessarily. I mean, how does that work for you? Or how has it worked for you?
Being in Anacostia has been a blessing. I always say I don't think I could ever dream of being in a better place to start a business. I learned so much about community there, and just as far as it's just you can't write this in a business plan, right? You can guess what you're going to be selling, you can forecast how much you're going to spend. But as far as community, the energy that we received in Anacostia, it's been amazing. One of the tenets for Nubian Hueman is to be in communities that look like us. And so when I looked at DC and the transformation of Washington, DC, it just felt like Anacostia was the right place. And it has been. It's been such a gift and a blessing to be there.
So I went on your website. Well, one, congratulations for the new location in Baltimore. I understand you opened that recently.
Yeah, we opened in August of last year. That's where I am today. But the crazy thing is, in this year, we've really been open for like 6 months because we were closed for about a few months with COVID. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations to you. And I was on the website actually yesterday, and two things that I saw that were interesting. One, I know you're offering sort of, gift packages, or you can explain what that is. But the other thing I liked was the corporate gifts that you're providing for people who have, I guess are trying to offer gifts to employees or board members or what have you. So talk about both of what you're offering.
Yeah, so the gift sets, we thought that this year it would be great since, not as many people are able to actually come into the stores, that we would actually curate various gift sets. So we have like a men's gift set with a Black King keychain. We also have smell goods and like a 1998 playing card deck. We have a home set, which has a handmade wall hanging, candles, diffusers, incense holders, things of that nature. And of course, we have the kids. So we added a mermaid by Weird Wonders, which is really cute, along with a book. And then there's plates with mermaids on them as well. And then we have a boy version also. So the idea was just to make shopping really easy this year, especially where, as you said, we have unique pieces, and how can we kind of bring those together and get them out to folks as gifts. And then the corporate gifting side, we just really felt like, it was important that you're able to reach your colleagues in this time too, right? So we're able to make baskets. Like right now we're working with a few companies. Like one is a dentist that was looking for organic gifts for their customers. So we have like Black-owned granola and natural soaps, teas, and all sorts of stuff that really worked for that guest. And so we're able to curate with our team baskets or products by Black-owned brands for any business, which is pretty great. I mean, where can you find that?
Well, that's what we're trying to accomplish today is the Black-owned brands, Black-owned businesses,
Yes.
Black-owned product, you name it. And so I'm so glad that you could take a few minutes to be with us today. What are your hours before we go? When can people shop?
Yeah, so our normal hours are Tuesday through Sunday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. But this Black Friday weekend, we're open 11 to 7 p.m. in both stores on Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday is 12 to 6, which is longer as well. And before we go out, I just want to thank you so much, Denise and the Washington Informer team. You all have been supporting us since day one. Our first newspaper print came out of the Washington Informer, and that means so much. And you all have really been supporting us since then. And, we really, really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, we just want to see you grow and grow and grow. And I want to be able to buy and buy and buy. So, but anyway, good luck to you. Have a great holiday season. We hope folks will come pouring in the door and stay safe and much success.
You too. Take care.
All right, Anika. Thank you so much. We're so proud because we've got Anika, we've got Nubian Hueman in Anacostia on one side of the city. We can go all the way over to the west side of the city on Wisconsin Avenue in Georgetown for an institution that's been there for so many years, over 20 years. Louis Everard, who owns Everard's Clothing in Georgetown, and we want to bring him on just to talk about that beautiful, beautiful pose. Really a great piece that you have there, and one people that you walk in that look fantastic.
Thank you for having me, and congratulations to Nika. She's doing a very good job, and I'm very proud of her as well. I'm the old school guy, and it's just terrific to see her energy. That's for sure. I too have the same energy, and I love what I do, and that's the main thing, is to just love what you do.
Your store has been open for
22 years.
22 years, and give us the address.
1802 Wisconsin Avenue Northwest. We're located where the Safeway is, so it's a great block.
When I hear people speak of your store, they speak as if it's they're going to a place that they truly love. I mean, it's not just, it's great quality clothing, but also you and your wife, I think,
Yes.
To talk about how you've been able to create the space.
The first thing is to listen to your heart, listen to your friends, listen to your wife. And listen to your clients. Your clients will, take you in directions that they think you should go, and you should listen to your clients and make sure that you have a mix for what their needs are. And so that's what we've done, and we're very successful at it, and I'm happy about that. And we plan to be here for a while, for sure.
What are some of the most popular items? I know you sell clothing for men and women.
Yes.
But what are the most popular items that people tend to come to you for?
I would say dresses.
Mm-hmm.
I would say dresses. We do have our own tailor shop. We don't charge when you buy anything here, no matter what the price is, even if it's marked down. But dresses really drive our business. Now that people are more casual, we have a little bit more jackets. But we are very deep in designer goods. We try to stay in the middle. I don't want to do luxury. I don't think luxury is what I need to do. And I don't think my clients recognize with the luxury brands. They want to wear it. They want to go to lunch. They want to go to dinner, and also the business community. So that's what we specialize in both the men's and women's. and we're
And
we're
it,
proficient in both.
you yourself are a tailor
Yes,
and
well,
have been
born and raised.
wonderful.
My parents had a tailor shop.
Wow. And where was that located?
That was in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica.
Ah,
So I was
okay.
sewing when I was 6, and then I came here and I spent 20 years at Bloomingdale's, and then and my wife didn't want me in retail, and so she pushed me towards opening a business, and we grew to have 3 shops, and then we downsized and put it into the tailor shop, and we've been here 22 years.
So how has COVID impacted your business,
I
Everard?
you know, it has. You have as the elderly, I'm speaking of the 70-year-olds that still want to buy from us. They definitely are afraid to come in. They're well healed, and that definitely hurts. But everyone that comes into the shop is masked up. We mask up as well. So even a tailor shop is masked up. But yes, it is absolutely affected us. I think we're down 20%, and to me, that's still not bad. So
No,
I'm looking forward to a great season coming up.
wonderful. So are you putting together any special deals for the for Black Friday or for the holiday season? What can folks come and buy?
Well, it's rare for us, but some of our mantra is that we ship for free, we courier for free, we alter for free if it's from us. Um, we This is rare for us. Everything in the shop, everything, yeah, down to the pen and pencil, is 20% off. And then you don't have to pay the alteration. So it's almost a no-brainer. We thought we'd have fun with it, and so we pushed it out there. And we have fun. That's really
Right.
what we do. We really have fun with our business, and we thought we'd do something different. So it's across the board: the ties, the shoes. We didn't want to put one category on sale like people do. We
Yeah.
just want to get rid of things and look forward to the spring buy.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's
Yeah.
been a while since I've been there. I know last time I got in and I couldn't leave, and
Thank
so I
you.
don't know how you get your customers in and out because it's an experience.
Yeah,
And so,
we're a lot of fun. We
yeah,
we we try to engage the client, and we just have fun. That's the key, and it should be
wonderful.
fun. And if you love what you're doing, you're having fun. So, and we have skin in the game. So we're not salespeople. Does it make sense?
Right.
And those are the reason why we have those policies that we take anything back for any time and any reason. So
Wonderful.
we have fun at our business, and we're proud of it.
Well, I guess we'll end here because for people who want to have fun and want some really high quality clothing and other items, Everard's is the place to go. Everard's of Georgetown.
Yes, ma'am.
Please check him out. Your website is, do you have a website?
Yes, ma'am. www.everardsclothing.com. It's been quite wonderful. We were away for 3 months, but our loyal clients, our clients, and actually we gained a lot of new clients just from my website. We were in here almost every day wrapping and shipping packages.
Wow,
So the
wonderful.
website is quite good, quite efficient.
Great. Great. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes out with us to celebrate Black Friday, to celebrate what you've been doing representing on the Georgetown corridor,
Yes, ma'am.
Wisconsin Avenue, and I hope and pray for a successful holiday season.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. These are great. I mean, we're not playing now. These folks have you can't go in and go out and not purchase something because either for yourself or for your loved one. High quality, just wonderful, wonderful items. And Everard is an institution in the Washington community. So we're so glad to have him with us today. But also talking about institutions, Juanita Busybee, over the past several years, she has held an international bazaar at Shiloh Baptist Church on Black Friday. And when we say hundreds of vendors, but not only vendors who come to share all kinds of extraordinary, unique gift items are there, I'd say hundreds of people would go through Shiloh Baptist Church to support those vendors for every Saturday up to Christmas Eve. And things have changed for Juanita, and we are going to take a look at a quick video and find out how she's adjusted during this call. Hey, Juanita, how are you?
Wonderful. Thank you, Denise. And again, really quickly, Denise, I am so honored to be here with you today. And especially that your father was one of the first prominent men that I met in Washington when I moved here to come to grad school. I came from the Michigan Chronicle paper in Detroit, and my first connection to Black news was your dad's paper. So I'm so proud that you are keeping it going. And then your new logo is so awesome, the WI. Just keep it moving and growing and switching it up and keeping us engaged. I'm so proud of our relationship, and I just want to thank you. And just keep it going, girl.
Hey, thank you. I needed to, because you know
Girl.
how with logos and stuff, you're sitting there and say, should we, shouldn't we, should we, shouldn't we? So thank you. That's the first outside of the door opinion we've had on this. We're glad that you like it. I know this is a tough day for you. It's a tough day for probably every Washingtonian in or even Baltimore, Richmond. Folks would be pouring into the city right now.
Buffalo, North Carolina.
Right. So tell us, I mean, we know what we're missing, but you're going to do something different. So let's talk about, what this transition looks like for the annual Black Gift Show.
Yeah, well, we are doing something different. In fact, there is a beautiful video of what it looks like now. So at the Anacostia Art Gallery, located at 119 Raleigh Street, Southeast Washington, D.C., that's AnacostiaArtGallery.com. I have the works of over 60 of the artisans and vendors here for Black Friday and throughout. It's what I plan to do from here on out, even next year as we have the Busy Bee, as we have the gift show. This art gallery representing those artisans and designers, Black designers, will still be here. And this is what we do now. We pivoted into me supporting the artisans supporting me by putting their products here. And we are working together, both trying to make our ends meet and make it make sense. Aside from that, I've built a website that those artisans, because I work with artisans that are a little older, so they're not pivoting as fast. They're not caring about having the internet. They're just not going to do that. So it's my job, along with a couple of the younger people, that I'm putting their things on a website under the guise of the Anacostia Art Gallery.
Well, where you are over there on Raleigh Street is still a wonderful experience. And it's great that you are doing that, because people can still come, see, touch, try on all the things that they could do down there. They can do. The only thing you didn't have at Shiloh Baptist Church, and you don't have now, I don't think, is what I'm supposed to be doing, is the gift wrapping. I think I told you one time I was going to set up a gift. Well, you did that before. You have done that.
You have gift wrapping. And I thought you were going to say the croaker. You know,
Oh, that's right, the fish.
because for years, it's so amazing because the day after Thanksgiving, when we see Denise, we see about 1,700 people on Black Friday at our
Wow.
to shop with all these artists. And so it's so amazing that on the day after Thanksgiving, people just want something different. And so we have that good old church food.
Yeah.
It would be the sweet potatoes, the cabbage, but then it would be fried croaker.
Croaker.
And that was the biggest thing. People in line for fried croaker the day after Thanksgiving. So,
Well,
you know,
you have people shop until they drop, so they had to go get some food before they dropped.
yeah, yeah.
But
And I just do the best I can from tearing up, feeling a little lonely, a little awkward, because for 30 years I've been at Shiloh Baptist Church, going between two floors, smiling and working with the artisans and greeting the customers and getting hugs, and I'm missing all that. And
yeah,
the love is just amazing, and I'm missing it. So I do have customers. We had a quick little line Black Friday here at the Anacostia Art Gallery, so everybody's still welcome to come. We're here Wednesday through Christmas Eve, all through December. And so, yes, that's no, that's not. So that's what we're doing here.
right,
Yeah.
right. Well, I just want to touch a little bit because I know that you did an interview recently with Bruce Johnson, and
Yeah.
people don't understand. I mean, when we think of Juanita, those of us, know what you do with the Black Gift Show, but then you've been solely doubly impacted because of all your airport stores and how that's impacted you. And people don't know when they walk past places like Brooks Brothers and others that, this is a busy bee store here. How many do you have?
I have 28 stores and 5 airports, but I have 15 locations at National Airport. And I have 7 at Dulles, and only 2 locations are open. So imagine, 230 employees, and I'm down to 7 employees, and they get an income, and I don't. I'm the business owner. So it is a big struggle. And again, this being doubly impacted, this being the day that I get so much love from the community and so much energy to see people buying Black with artisans and designers and appreciating the work, and people would bring their guests to shop. You have the out of town family members. They'd be coming from all over the country. So I'm impacted. All my employees are impacted. And we're just hoping that we can get through this COVID and some of the stores can open back up and we can look to normalize our lives and move forward. I'm going to do things a little differently in the future. Of course, got a lot of eggs in one basket, and we're going to work to spread some of those eggs out. But if I can just, get through this period, and if I can just make it over this hump, we're going to be good. And with the help of all the artisans' work that we have here at the gallery, and Black designers and Black jewelers, we're going to be okay.
Right, I believe so. One of my favorite phrases is from one of our big, most popular civil rights leaders, Reverend Jesse Jackson, who always says, "Keep hope alive."
Keep hope alive.
And I keep hope alive, and I'm keeping hope alive for you and all the others that we've had on today.
Yeah.
I will be down to see you, and I'm
Thank you.
hoping that people will spread the word that the Black Gift Show just shifted over to Raleigh Place in Southeast. We'll put the address up again, and we'll continue to get the word out, tell folks to come on by and buy those items, and keep the money in the community.
Yes.
It makes a difference. It really does make a difference.
And to the guests that were before me, Anika and Everard, so proud of all that they're about. It's just, I mean, if you got to dress a man, boy, is that the place to go or what? And for Anika, I mean, all her products are just, you can just tell she spent time to make sure that they reflect us. So I'm so proud of her in this community where we've not had respect for years in our neighborhood, and now it is on the map as the art center of the District of Columbia for Black folks. So
I'm
very
telling you.
to have put my foot down again back home, and I'm so proud of you and everybody that's working it out.
Wonderful. Well, Juanita, stay busy, stay positive, stay uplifted. We keep you in our prayers. And, happy Black Friday, happy holiday, and I'll see you soon.
Great show, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, like everybody else, we had to shift with the pandemic. We realized the newspaper might not reach everybody because folks don't want to come out the house, but so we want to make our way into your space and share all the great news that's happening in our community. That's what keeps us going, not us, but what you do. And we got a press release the other day from a company called Tribe. And I told Sherry, we got to reach out to these folks. They're launching a new product. Ross Johnson is with Tribe, and he's created an all-natural line of beverages available in local retail stores and to consumers nationally. Ross Johnson, welcome to WIN TV.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you for Washington Informer and all that you've done.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, we talked a little bit before the show, so it's kind of like in your technology area, but how did you get into beverages?
The same way that we approached publishing, right? We wanted to create a brand that truly celebrated who we were while crafting great tasting beverages. And to date, we just have not seen that done. We've seen casual references to Black culture, but nothing that fully embraces it. So we were determined to create a brand that did just that on a continuous basis in every engagement that consumers have with the beverage.
Wonderful. I don't know if we have any shots of the beverages, but tell us there you go. Thank you. So tell us what we're looking at here.
Right here, we are launching with 3 beverages named after a combination of childhood memories and cultural references, but certainly theme park lemonade, because as a kid, as a child, there was nothing better than the natural lemonade that we were able to buy at theme parks. Was just simply water, simple sugar, and lemon. So we wanted to recreate that experience, and we do so with theme park lemonade and, of course, My Better Half and Half tea from Lessons Learned, and Peachology tea as well, all with natural ingredients.
Wonderful. And so, you say that these beverages are available at local retailers. Where could people pick them up?
Right now, our partner is Union Kitchen, DC. So ideally, we're looking to complete our launch early next week. And we're targeting their stores, but we'll also be available relatively soon in Baltimore eateries as well, and DC eateries as well. So we're also working with Calabash.
And you can order these online as well, right?
Absolutely. Black Friday, you can order them online. 8-pack, $29.99. Shipping, absolutely free. We did not want to add to the burden of cost, so 8-pack, $29.99, free shipping.
Interesting. So I read one. I liked the lemonade. Then I said, "Ooh, the half and half." The peach. I know people who love peach drinks, and what made you start with those 3, or as opposed to so many people are into green and blueberry and whatever, but why those 3?
Those 3 allowed us to offer a truly natural beverage. So the peach tea itself is actually a peach nectar combined with black tea. So within each bottle, you have the full experience of fresh peaches as well as organic black tea. So we wanted to make certain that the taste was a genuine one and not simply a flavored with, but actually included the real fruit.
Did COVID have anything to do with you all launching this product?
Now, the product has been in the making for some time. We actually decided to really drive forward throughout COVID. We had some time to actually commit to further developing the concept, identifying a really good partner through Union Kitchen, and we were able to bring it to market in a little over 3 months.
And what's your team look like? Who's working with you on this?
We have the full Union Kitchen Accelerator Program team, thankfully. And we're looking to bring on actually a couple of additional employees to help with production.
And why beverages, Ross? Why did you select beverages as opposed to, we went through a whole period of cupcakes and pies and all kinds of stuff. But why beverages?
And cupcakes, pies are absolutely great, but beverages, that's something that we consume throughout our day, every single day. So in addition to that, we also recognize it as an opportunity to, on a daily basis, celebrate who we are and honor who we are through our packaging. So beverages was a natural fit.
Right. And was there any particular company that, you said, that inspired you? I mean, what inspired you to do this?
The inspiration was what we were not getting from other brands, because most of the bottled beverages that are consumed are simply flavored by. They are not inclusive of the true flavor of the fruit itself. And we wanted to offer something that was truly natural and had the full, genuine taste of every single ingredient included.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to put some gift boxes together. So we will have some of your beverages in the gift box. I got to call some of the other folks that we've talked to earlier from Nubian Hueman and Juanita. I'm going to get a little something to put these gift boxes together. And I'm glad that we can order from you.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. Anything coming up? Any new products you're getting ready to launch?
We, in the next 3 months, will likely take on a lime and ginger tea as well, and a ginger white tea within the next 3 to 6 months. We'll add that to the product lineup as well. Really looking forward to it. At this particular point, we are working to support and promote Black Friday every Friday, not just once a year, but every Friday. And we're looking forward to that success.
Okay. I'm sitting here thinking about, as opposed to headlines, headlimes.
You know what? You may have the title of the next beverage itself. So yes, we'll we have to.
Don't use that. I was, but anyway. But I wish you great success, and thank you so much for taking time and sharing Tribe with us. And I'm hoping everybody will go out and buy cases and drink them during the holiday season. It's nothing like drinking, and consuming and using products that are made for us and by us. So
Absolutely. And we're available at wearetribe, TRYB.com.
Okay. All right. We're going to make sure we post that and continue to do so, and hopefully get something in the Informa newspaper as well.
Yes.
So Ross, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Happy Black Friday.
Happy
and
Black Friday.
Happy holiday season to you. All righty. Woo. How do you like that, Chevy? Head lime. Okay. All right. Maybe I have to create my own product. And the good thing about it is, if I do that, then I can wrap it in this paper. That's the other thing. I don't know about you all, but when you're trying to be very conscious in your purchases and how you give gifts away and who you give them to, or what they want. And the wrapping is critical. People spend as much time looking at wrapping paper as they do what they're going to put in it. At least I think some of us do. And so fortunately, the Black Paper Party is one of those who is giving us a choice in products just for us. celebrate Black joy, Black wrapping paper, and ornaments, Christmas ornaments. Thank you, ladies, Medea, Jasmine, and Jaron. Thank you for being, did I say it right that time? Madia. I get it right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I keep saying it wrong, then people won't forget it, right? Madia. They'll start correcting me on their screens. But ladies, I'm so glad to have you with us. And I'm serious. Can you tell how excited I am about this, what you all are selling? Because to me, it's so important. I mean, one year I just started wrapping my gifts in the Washington Informer newspaper. I mean, I just want to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Because I think one of the most fun things, particularly for little people, is just tearing that paper open. But to be able to look at it first and see that someone put some thought to this. So let's start. Tell us who does what with Black Paper Party. Madi, I'll start with you.
Okay. So I do the print and pattern for Black Paper Party. I also handle the product development and sourcing aspect of the products. So we actually manufacture in the United States, and that's something that we're really proud about.
Wonderful. And Jasmine?
And Jasmine Hudson. So kind of more so the business arm. So all of the boring things that no one really wants to take care of. That's me.
Who did that video?
It's our marketing partner.
Okay. All right. I was going to say that because that's not boring. That was really cute. I like that. Okay. And Aaron?
Hi everyone, I'm Jaren Merchant and I am the illustrator. So all of the characters that you see in the assets, I've created those.
So first of all, how did you ladies hook up? I mean, were you friends before and then you just had one of those, I got an idea, let's do it. How did this happen?
So we all kind of crossed paths in Northwest Arkansas of all places. So primarily all of us are just kind of transplants over into the area. Madia moved away since, but through work, we all kind of just linked up together and then had this brainchild later on.
Are the two of you all still in Arkansas?
Jay and I are, yes.
Okay, and Madia's here. You're here in D.C.
I'm in Hyattsville, yeah.
Hyattsville. Okay, well, we'll count it today.
Yes. DMV.
That's right. And so, I mean, but still, I mean, you put the idea together, but everybody has ideas. How did you make it happen?
Well, I would say that Jasmine and myself, we come from a corporate retail background. So we were really able to do it through our unique skill sets. So Jasmine has a background in merchandise planning, managing kind of very large profit and loss for similar categories. I myself have a background in designing print and pattern and also doing product development and sourcing for girls, accessories, women's and juniors clothing. And so we had a really great, idea of what kind of works at the mass market level and also what was missing on the mass market level. And seeing and knowing Jay's amazing illustrations, we were just like, this is something unique that when we put our strengths combined, kind of like we knew that we had something that we could really get behind.
And Jay, tell us about the designs, where those concepts came from.
Oh, I'm so excited. So the concept comes from growing up, I never really saw Black people represented in the holidays. So I kind of took my own spin on Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. So for us, Santa is Papa Claus and Mrs. Claus is Nana Claus. And then within that, we built like a family. So if you see our holiday ornaments, we have Merry Christmas Baby, and there are 3 couples. Those are the children of Papa and Nana Claus. And so you have Noel and Stacy, and each child is a Christmas child. So you have Noel, we have Frankincense, who we call Uncle Frank, and then we also have, I'll show you. So we have Noel and Stacy. I don't know if you can see them.
Yes, okay.
And then we have Frankincense and David.
All right.
Try to be as inclusive as possible. And then we have Aunt Joy and Kara. And then we have Aunt Holly, who's also one of my favorites. She's single and ready to mingle.
You
And
go,
she's like
Aunt
the
Holly.
fun-loving auntie that comes through with all of the fun gifts and stuff for the kids. And then I think Jasmine has the Christmas babies. And these are Papa and Nana Claus's grandbabies, and they kind of help out with the holiday shenanigans and getting the gifts ready for Christmas. And so I wanted to create something that people can see themselves in and genuinely see themselves in, because a lot of time with Christmas products, when we are included, it's usually there's a white Santa, and then they'll go, oh, right, Black people. And then they'll just take that same white Santa and color him brown. But that Santa doesn't look like your typical older, like a Black grandfather figure. So I wanted something that we can truly see ourselves in. I love it when the kids see it and they go, that looks like me. Like, that's just from the heart every time we see it.
I love what you all are doing. I'm going to tell a little secret, because my mom's on watching us right now. And she knows that they're ornaments that my kids made. They're in their 30s now, right? But they made when they were in, elementary school, first, second grade. I still hold on to those and put them onto the tree, because they created characters that they liked. And so you're right. Every season, I love a Christmas tree. I love a live tree. But trying to find, decent ornaments are so difficult. The ornaments and the paper. How can people get your products?
Well, you see at the bottom here, either blackpaperparty.com. You can go to etsy.com / not / Black Paper Party, or you can find us at our various social media handles. And we do some markets throughout the country as well.
So we could order.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, if I'm trying to order something, today, then you all would ship. Ooh,
yes, absolutely.
Actually, we're having a huge Black Friday sale. So our entire assortment is 30% off today through Cyber Monday.
Okay, through Cyber Monday. Okay.
Yes.
That's fantastic. So I'm telling folks who are watching, I don't know how many you are right now, and some, of course, how these shows go, they watch later. But order. Get your orders in, because not only do you want to wrap gifts with this paper, but you might want to wrap some people don't like want to wrap their books and other things. You can do a lot with this. Do you all just do holidays or Christmas, or are there other seasons you're doing as well?
So we're developing into future seasons. Right now, it's just the holiday season, but we are going to be expanding into birthdays, baby showers, and all of that, pending the success of this program.
Wonderful. Well, I really wish and pray for so much success, because what you're doing is so greatly needed. And, hopefully some of the folks that were here on the show will reach out to you all as well, and maybe carry the products in their stores, like at Nubian Hueman or Juanita's Place. It would be good to make that kind of connection, and I'm hoping that that's what materializes here. Or I might have to, I'm going to come up with a head lime juice, and I'm going to wrap gifts and market your paper. But I wish you just so much success. Anything else you want to share about Black Paper Party that I didn't ask?
Well, I just wanted to thank you so much for this platform. I definitely learned a lot today. And it was really great to see the other brands and Juanita's, learn about Juanita's Bazaar, and of course was familiar with Everard's and Nubian Hueman before, but thanks for bringing us all together and putting together this program. It was really great.
Well, I got the press release, and I was like, oh, we got to jump on this, Sherry. This is the time. We got to do it. These women are doing something fantastic. So keep up the great work. Stay encouraged. Feel free to reach out, if we can be supportive in any other way. A lot of, because of COVID, there are going to be a lot of babies being born this month.
Yes. COVID babies.
That's right. They shut down in March. This is December. December's coming. December and January, a lot of babies. So get that wrapping paper off, because it's going to be they're going to need it, right? But anyway, thank you all for your time. And as I said, have a happy holiday, and hopefully we'll talk again soon. They're gone already, Chevy. Did you do that so quickly? I wanted to say goodbye. Oh, there you are. Bye, ladies.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. So this brings us into another edition of Win TV. Gosh, it was so exciting, and we want to do more of this as the holiday season goes. If we haven't heard from you, reach out to us at WIN/-TV. That's WIN-TV at WashingtonInformer.com. We want to know about your business, what you're offering for the holiday season. We want to keep this spending thing going on right in our community, support our Black-owned businesses, keep them thriving, support Black families. This is the time we need to do it right now. So next week, we will have one of our recently re-elected members of the DC City Council, DC at-large Council Member Robert White will be on. If you have any questions that you want us to ask Council Member White, send it to that email address again. We look forward to hearing from you. Again, have a wonderful holiday. Buy small business, buy Black, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.